Coming to Humanity First and seeing the work you do across the world, it really is exemplary.
From healthcare and education to disaster relief and emergency response, Humanity First has spent the last 30 years serving communities around the world. MP and head of the Liberal Democrats, Ed Davey, recently visited the charity's UK headquarters to see that impact for himself.
I've seen the work of Humanity First before, but here at the HQ, seeing the huge breadth of it, the number of countries that Humanity First is operating in. It's, 67 directly, but many more when they come to disaster relief. And the sheer breadth of the work, whether it is in disaster relief or whether it's in healthcare, whether it's the orphanages looking after young people, whether it's in food and food security and farming, it's just astonishing.
The visit comes as Humanity First marks 3 decades of humanitarian service, with major projects currently underway across Africa, Asia and beyond. One of the latest is a new hospital in Ivory Coast, now nearing completion.
The message of Humanity First is in its name. It's putting humanity first. It's a selfless service to not just within serving one's own community or indeed one's own nation or local community or one's own country. This is a global institution serving humanity. And I think these individuals who have convening power, when they hear the message, they see the work, the practical delivery on the ground, they in effect become great ambassadors for Humanity First as well.
Ed Davey is a local politician, but also a national politician. So whatever he takes from here will hopefully percolate and disseminate to the wider world.
The way that Humanity First works, we have volunteers. It's a volunteer-run organization. And also, there are many hurdles. Sometimes you need to approach people of, for example, if there's a disaster, you can touch your local British ambassador, British embassies. So having these contacts helps you to make those sort of introductions.
The event included a question-answer session and keynote address from Ed Davey, who praised both the charity's global impact and the commitment of its volunteers.
I think organisations like Humanity First are absolutely critical. They bring people together, they enable people to volunteer, but far more than that, they show people's values in action, and they're needed more than ever. These are difficult times. Take development across the world. The United States government, regrettably, has almost got rid of US aid, and that has left many countries without support. Even the UK government has cut back substantially on its support. And it's being left to organisations like Humanity First to try some way to keep that work going. So Humanity First has been going 30 years. It's needed more than ever now.
The visit also provided an opportunity to discuss some of the humanitarian crises facing the world today.
Whether it's in Gaza, or in Lebanon, the West Bank, whether it's in what we're seeing in Ukraine, whether it's in Sudan, and we should talk much more about what's happening in Sudan, or the many other conflicts that are regrettably around the world, we need to make sure people are aware of them. The governments are actually doing as much as they possibly can, particularly to bring peace, to end conflict. We think of what's happening between the United States and Israel and Iran, a conflict which should never have happened in the first place. That's causing huge misery to hundreds of millions of people around the world. We need to break those conflicts, and politicians' job, working with civil society, is to put pressure on those people who cause those conflicts so they can bring them to an end.
As Humanity First looks ahead to its next chapter, its mission remains unchanged, serving humanity wherever help is needed.
And I think what Ed saw today, one thing he was sharing, he didn't know this happened. But I did say to him, sometimes the thing with the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and indeed service to humanity, is you're not doing it for a fame or a name. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And I think that message really resonated with him.
People are beginning to recognize that Humanity First is now the one that is there to help humanitarianly and not seek anything in reward. So we're very fortunate from that point of view.
Noor Hadi reporting for MTA News.